Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at more petty revenge stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I have a friend, let's call her Lisa. She's in her 50s and has been married forever and has spent way too much of that time putting up with a nightmare of a husband. Lisa had thought about divorcing him more times than she can count, but she always hesitated because she knew he'd turned the process into a living hell. Well, 2 months ago, Lisa finally snapped. She decided it was time to break free and filed for divorce. Cue her husband, let's call him Todd the Terrible, immediately proving her right by going full on paranoid spy mode. First, he installed surveillance cameras all over their house, which unfortunately is technically illegal in our country as long as he's living there too. But Lisa's pretty sure he also planted some illegal listening devices because get this, that's the exact advice he gave his brother during his own divorce. As if that wasn't creepy enough, Todd took a car for 2 days because it's a family car. He never uses the family car as he's got his own car. Right after, she handed him the divorce papers. Plenty of time to slap on a GPS tracker or a few bugs right. His excuse for all of this James Bond level nonsense, he claims Lisa is cheating. Spoiler alert, she is not. But here's the kicker. In my country, divorce means splitting everything 50-50 regardless, unless something truly extreme comes up. So even if Lisa was sneaking off, it wouldn't change a thing. Todd's tantrum is entirely pointless. Now, Lisa doesn't have the time or money to check her car for gadgets, and the whole situation is understandably frustrating. So I suggested the perfect petty revenge, turning his creepy surveillance obsession against him. Now when she's in the car, she regularly puts on a show, loudly announcing gems like, "Your dick's so small that needs a microscope to find what you're working with. You're the worst sex I've ever had, and I've had bad sex. I feel sorry for your future dates. They'll need a search party to find any satisfaction." She's tried it a few times now and tells me it's more satisfying than therapy. That's amazing. All the reasons you needed to hear as to why she wants to divorce you. That's crazy how this is legal there. He's pretty much like surveillancing her whole life, in the car, in the house, everywhere. Yeah, how is that legal? What the hell? But yes, I do hope he's listening to every single thing that she's saying. Alright, moving on. Don't mess with my little brother. My little brother, when he was in junior high, was bullied by a much bigger kid who rode the same school bus little things, like an elbow in the ribs, knocking his books out of his arms, etc. The worst was when he farted into his cupped hand and then placed it over my little brother's face, calling it a gas mask. Nasty. My parents went in to talk to the vice principal, but were told that without witnesses, other students were afraid of the bully. His hands were tied. My oldest brother, I'll call him Joe, was a junior in high school. I was a freshman and played ice hockey. He was over 6 feet tall and probably weighed around 180. Back then, he was a big kid and had the ice hockey physical contact mentality. Joe got a ride up to the junior high with a permission slip to ride the bus home with our little brother and was waiting at the bus stop when students were dismissed. He stepped in behind the bully just as he was going up the steps and followed him to his seat. When the bully sat down, Joe hip-checked him against the window, sat down next to him, and introduced himself. For the next 20 minutes or so, Joe spoke to the bully in a very matter-of-fact tone, telling him that he needed to stop bullying our little brother. He made no threats, because lots of other students were listening. The petty revenge. The bully's last name was Nobles. Joe referred to him as Nobles the entire ride. It became the bully's nickname. How good is it when you have an older brother that has your back? That's amazing. Well, I definitely hope the bully stopped bullying. Bullies only like bullying because they know the person can't fight back. But when they realize the person is fighting back, they get scared and they just chicken out because that's what bullies are. They are insecure little freaks. I left my shopping cart in the parking lot for the first time ever and it felt great. I got to the store today with my son and saw an open space. Sweet, it pulled through. I go to pull in and see that some dumbass took up 4 parking spaces and wasn't visible from the laneway. I had to back out of the space since I couldn't fit and ended up parking next to him. I shook my head and grumbled about it and went on to do my shopping. When I got back to my car, I noticed that 2 other people had piled their carts around this idiot's car, one in front of me and one in the back. I've literally never once in my life left my cart in the parking lot since I'm not an animal, but it only took a few seconds for me to know what I had to do. I put my cart next to the driver's side door of this guy's car and it felt great. Hopefully more people kept the pay it forward cart pile after me. Screw you, people who take 4 parking spaces. That's crazy. Taking up 4 parking spaces. How? Like, seriously. Why? So yes, deserved. They should have done more than that. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!